Hi, making another video about EDD unemployment benefits. Now, if you guys wondered why I haven't made a video recently, it's because I've been focusing on doing sneaker reviews. All right. So if you're following my channel, please go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and share it to all you people you know, because I'm making also, besides EBT, PEBT, and EDD unemployment benefits information videos for you guys. I'm also making sneaker reviews such as Jordan's, and I am giving giveaways. All right. So free shoes for people, or maybe raffle tickets, for people who wants to get them, any release shoes of this year. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. But into this video, we're going to talk about the EDD benefits, unemployment, and why haven't you been receiving them, or what you should do again as an update to actually receive your benefits on time, right? And also news about what's going on with the Department of Unemployment, right? Okay, so let's get on with the first article as we always do. So it says right here, how is that my fault? EDD says some Californians need to pay back thousands in overpayments, right? Now, if you've been one of these people, a victim that actually have to repay, has been a victim of fraud or has been a victim of overpay, that's what they call it right now, and you do have to pay it back. There was a number you could call for fraud. If you've been a victim of fraud, you could call them and say, you know what, someone stole my identity, someone used my information, my social security number, and they received my benefits, and I didn't receive a single cent, right? There was a number right there. You could check my videos. Again, it's in my channel. Check out what to do. I think it's about fraud, 1099 and fraud. So I mean, check those videos out, and hopefully you guys could actually know what to do and actually call the numbers so it can help you guys out, right? It says right here, how's that my fault? EDD says some Californians need to pay back thousands in overpayments. Now, if you've been overpaid, you do know you have to pay it back, right? Also, there's been other issues such as if you've been victim of fraud. We've been knowing by now. Some people have been victim of fraud. There's a number you can actually call. All right, I put in one of my videos. You simply call them, telling you've been a victim of fraud, and you haven't received a single cent, right? Because it says you've been receiving benefits, $1,000 benefits, but actually you haven't received anything, right? So there is actually a number so you could call for fraud. Been a victim of fraud, and they'll might be able to help you out, right? Simply go to my channel. If you guys already been following me, you guys know that I've been making videos. This one you could go to EDD text 1099G. You can type in my name right there, fraud 1099, and you click on the video, watch it, and I have a number right there listed for you guys, so you guys could actually call them and get in touch with one of the representative and explain to them why you've been a victim of fraud, and then you haven't even received a single cent from EDD unemployment, right? Okay, so like I said, back to this article again. You could call them if you're a victim of fraud. You could call them if you haven't actually received anything, or your 1099G form, tax form you have to do, right? Because it is April and it is tax the day of the tax you have to do them, right? But back to this article, it says thousands in overpayments, right? For some people, you actually been paid more because when you actually applied with to the EDD department and you start receiving benefits, you applied using your gross income, right? No, I mean your gross income instead of your net income. And the difference is obviously your gross income, you're gonna make a lot more, and it's not calculated including taxes, right? Your net income, on the other hand, is actually calculated using your taxes, right? Your deductions is supposed to be like a 40% deduction or whatever you actually deducted in your taxes, right? So now, if you actually did your application, you filed your application. For those of you who don't know, well, it doesn't have to be in California; it could be in any other state. Like I said, I make news about EDD unemployment benefit videos about any other state in the United States. So I mean, this is all relevant, and you'll learn about this for your own situation, right? So since they calculated your gross, I mean your gross instead of your net, that means you were paid more, right, than you're supposed to do. Your basic benefit amount was more than 167, which that's the minimum. So if you had made minimum, you were supposed to receive $167 per week, right? But if they calculated in gross and you actually made more, so they boosted up more than $167 per week, right? And that's the overpayment that they're actually calculating, right? If they were calculating your net income in your tax forms in your application, that means you would probably make 167 the minimum, right? Depending again how much you made, and if they're supposed to make the minimum instead of what they paid you more, let's say for example 200, then or 300 or even 400, then obviously they're making you pay it back, right? Now, do you actually have to pay it back? We don't know yet. They're asking to pay you back, and they're saying you're gonna have to pay it back. But maybe President Biden will make a new new law saying that, you know what, it's because of the pandemic, they might be able to keep it, right? We still don't know, but they're actually already asking people that you're gonna have to repay back a lot of money, right? All the money in overpayments, such as this lady right here in this article says she has to repay more than $11,000, right? So She learned that she had to repay that money because of because they calculated it different, right? Even though she has a lot of payments such as mortgage and rent, it's a lot of debt, and now she have to pay it, right? So I mean, so that's what they're asking for. So if you're one of those persons reported to fraud, if you haven't been paid, if you were paid overpayment, calculate your taxes. Maybe you did a mistake. Maybe there's a mistake that you don't have to pay as much, so you could probably calculate the taxes depending how your any work is done. So let me know in the comments below, how does it go for you, what kind of situation you're in. I might be able to help. I'll give you some advice, or I mean, we could find out more information on hopefully Joe Biden actually passes it, right? So now to the next article. Says EDD backlog once again grows more than 1 million claims, right? We all been knowing there was fraud. We all been knowing there was the system issues, and they actually said and they promised that they were going to shut down EDD department, including calls, the call center, and applications of new applicants to actually help out everybody who's been waiting in line to receive the benefits, right? But now it shows that even though they actually hired more workers, they actually put more effort into fixing these new applications. Now there's actually 1 million claims and still growing, right? So that's kind of bad. Few people are going to be more delays. It says right here it's been stuck in a backlog of more than 21 days, right? That it's nearly 122,000 claims already, right? So that's kind of bad, but I mean, don't worry. As long as you keep certifying, as long as you keep staying up to date to anything that you know, such as this video about EDD news, I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll go with you step by step so you guys actually receive your benefits on time, right? And I'm going to show you what you guys actually supposed to do in the next article, okay? So don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. So like I said, it's been like 1 million claims already backlog, and this is one other news that says right here, EDD issue that blocked 178,000 from reapplying for unemployment benefits is now fixed, right? Which is kind of good because if you guys already know, you guys are supposed to follow a couple of steps to actually get your unemployment reapplication submitted. You're supposed to keep certifying to keep receiving the benefits, and that's what we're going to go over in the new steps, right? If you didn't know, there was actually 178,000 people trying to reapply, and then they didn't let them, right? These people included people that were in the Fed Ed and the PUC, right? Or and the end of benefit amount, right? And then benefit year. In other words, if it was a year that you completed it, you actually have to reapply again, right? So that was bad. It says right here, the EDD and notification. The EDD has notified about 178,000 customers of an issue temporarily preventing them from reapplying for benefits after reaching the end of their initial benefit year. We apologize for the inconvenience and we'll have fixed this issue by Friday, right? Now today it's already Saturday, and they're actually saying they actually fixed it. Have they fixed every single client, every single customer? We're not sure, but hopefully right now with this notice saying that most people can already start reapplying, right? So that's a huge wait since the past month. Again, it's been a pandemic and many people trying to get the benefits on time, right? So now in the next article says EDD to extend additional 300 weekly unemployment benefits, delayed PUA and PUC benefits, right? Now I made a video about this before, like what you have to do if you're in a different program, like in PUA, regular unemployment, PUC, or Fed Ed, right? And like we all said, all you have to do is keep certifying. We see right here that regular unemployment benefits, the people that's supposed to receive regular employment, as well as Fed Ed, they're not seeing any changes will not see any changes in their payments. They will also continue to get the $300 per week in benefits without interruption, right? Now, if you have been interrupted, again, you don't have to reapply unless you're in the end of benefit year, right? So if you completed a year from the first day you applied and we started receiving benefits, then you have to reapply, and that's what we talked about earlier. The 178,000 people were now able to apply, right? Such as yourself, if you're not able to apply, now you could reapply for your benefits and you can start receiving benefits. If you're in regular UI or Fed Ed, that your first year has expired already, right? If you're on PUA, the program PUA, Pandemic and Employment Assistance, you're not be able to certify for several weeks, right? Now it says you'll be able to certify after April 10th, which everybody started doing, including myself, and started receiving benefits, right? And this does include a $300 extra boost, right? So remember, you gotta keep certifying for any other program. Just keep certifying every week if you can, and if you can't, we'll obviously have to contact EDD, right? Now for PUC, for a pandemic and emergency unemployment compensation, you will also see a delay of benefits, right? You're not going to be able to certify until April 30th, 2021. Some people, right? Because they've been problems with the system. And this means a lot of people are going to be waiting for benefits, right? So if you're in program PUC, remember, if you're able to apply, if you're certified, go ahead, keep certifying, keep up to date to whatever you keep doing, such as like certifying for your weekly benefits. But just know that for people to get their extensions of PUC, you're gonna have to, with existing exhausting claims. So in other words, if you had a zero leftovers to actually receive it in your benefits, in other words, you finish your benefits and you finished all the money you're supposed to receive them, you're not going to be able to certify until April 30th until they actually update the system, right? So remember, PUC, if you have no money left, zero money left, then you're not going to be able to certify until April 30th. So that means we still got like, what, 2 weeks left, right? But if you're able to certify, go ahead. You're doing a good job, just keep certifying and you'll receive your benefits on time, or maybe just another delay, right? Now, people who not be paid right away, they'll be able to certify and get paid for all the weeks of unemployment. This includes an extra $300 boost. Remember, if you don't get paid today, you might get paid next week. And if you don't, you might get paid the next month, but you receive all your money, right? Now, if you have to pay rent, I understand that maybe you're not going to have the money right now, but you could find other sources such as food stamps. If you subscribe to my channel, you know that you can actually apply for food stamps even if you're receiving unemployment, right? So that's good news. Other things, you can't get evicted, so that's also good news. Now it says right here, end of benefit year, right? If you exhausted, if you finished 1 year of receiving benefits, then you're gonna you have to reapply, right? And like we said, right now there was the system couldn't actually accept new reapplications, but now you can actually reapply, right? And if you can't, just don't worry. Maybe on Monday you'll be able to reapply. Well, then all that is good news. Okay. So remember again, if you're on regular unit unemployment insurance or PUC, or FedEd, and you finish the one year of receiving benefits, you have to reapply. Okay, if it's gonna ask you to reapply, you apply and you will start receiving your money, right? Hopefully by Monday. Now, if you're on PUA, again, just keep certifying. They'll do it automatically. Now, if you're PUC, if you have zero benefits, you're not going to be able to certify or receive money on until April 30th, right? Until next month. Now, if you had money already in your PUC, that means it won't be interrupted. You'll start receiving money, right? And if you don't, I guess the system's still down and you have to wait till next month, right? Again, remember, at the end of the year, it's been 1 year that you've been receiving benefits on regular unemployment or FedEd, and you have to reapply, okay? So that's pretty much the update of today. This is the EDD and employment benefits update. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, hit the like button, watch all my videos because I gave many good information, including now sneak reviews, right? Which is great. Now, if you want to look at the description below, it's super cool. You get free money, you get free food, and you get free discounts, right, on every single online store. So check them out, right? Again, I got my sellers page. You could actually check it out. I got many shoes for sale, and we can always talk about the price. All right. Thanks.